on EA Sports. It's opening week in the NFL, and today we have two teams are more than ready to get the season underway. It's the Ravens going up against the Bengals.
From the banks of the Ohio River, there's a look at Paul Brown Stadium here in Cincinnati, Ohio. The enthusiasm of this Cincinnati crowd in full effect a moment ago as their Bengals took the field to the delight of this sold-out crowd. And they're all set as they'll match up with the Baltimore Ravens. This one fielded at the 5. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line. First and 10 here for Flacco. He gets this one to Michael Crabtree. And he's going to be out of bounds right at midfield. And a nice gain of 21 yards. So the offense lining up first and 10. Flacco from midfield. It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. And he'll be brought down at the 48-yard line. Give him a couple on the catch. It's 2nd and 8. Flacco here on 2nd down. It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. And he'll get it down to the 47 here. That catch good for only a yard, and it'll be 3rd down. Defense looking to hold serve one last time here on 3rd and 7. And again, it's Flacco to throw. And able to find John Brown. And he'll be taken down, but not before getting this inside the 30. A good pickup there of 20 yards. Now a give to Collins. No dice this go-around. He's hit behind the line and taken down. It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up 2nd down. On 2nd down, Flacco to throw. And he's going to go down here, a sack. They push him back to the 34. Carl Lawson in there to drop him, and that will go into the books as the first sack of his young NFL career. Flacco and the Ravens now, after the sack, need something good here on 3rd and long. Here's Flacco. And pressure gets to him again. Carl Lawson in there to record the 2nd sack of his young NFL career. So on 4th down, here's Sam Cook to punt it away. And a bit of a mistake there. This is well into the end zone for a touchback. Now the rookie from Oklahoma, it's Joe Mixon. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on first down.
Everyone's looking for a bargain in the NFL draft, and I don't think anyone got a bigger one than Cincinnati getting Joe Mixon in the second round.
He keeps moving east. He was born in California, then to Oklahoma, and now finding a home in the Queen City.
And I don't think it'll take him too terribly long to have a real impact on that city in terms of how he plays the game, because he can run it, catch it, he can do it all.
And they're able to get this one across the 35. It's a Bengal first down, a pickup of 11. And a new set of downs here after picking up the first on the ground. Now a play fake here on first down. And he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down. And they brought the pressure there just right up the gut, didn't they?
Yeah, they certainly did. And, you know, when you've got so many different responsibilities as an offensive line, you got to deal with the nose tackle, the two defensive tackles or ends, and then sometimes you just can't account for everyone. The linebacker slipped free.
From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. Got a man over the middle, and it's complete. 23 yards on the play. So after that big gain, let's see what else the offense has up its sleeve. Now they run with Mixon. And taking it across midfield and just shy of the 40. 11 more on that one and another first down.
If Joe Mixon plays up to his potential, Cincinnati got a draft steal getting him in the second round.
Strong runner. Now, he's built like a rock, 230 pounds.
Yeah, and he moves like a little guy. All right, he's one of those players that you can use in any situation. Short yardage runner. Heck, you want to give him to the perimeter. He can take off and beat you with his speed and definitely catches the ball out of the backfield.
They'll stay on the ground, Mixon again. And after the good gain last play, this time they say, as he's going to be stopped behind the line of scrimmage. They'll wind up losing 3 yards here. And that'll make this a 2nd and 13. They'll run here with Mixon. And some good tackling there as he stopped up at about the 41. 3 yards on the pickup there, and they've got it back to 3rd and 10.
Well, so many times we look at a short run and we praise the offense for trying to set the tempo and establish things. But the defensive guys, hey, they just won the battle there. It wasn't a big run given up. They don't always have to absorb the body blows. Sometimes they dish them out themselves.
He'll look to throw. Hard throw, incomplete.
I know our vantage point might be a little bit better way up here, but that looked like an ill-advised throw to me. I didn't see anything open, and this play just didn't look right from the beginning.
It did not. I thought he might get outside and just chuck it away. Dangerous pass, incomplete. And I tell you what, he got it from 58. That had lots of leg behind it. And we were scoreless up until this point in the second quarter. Now we finally have a little action.
Let's see where this action takes us. First quarter, no points at all. Now we've got our first score of the game. Well, does that signal that we're going to get more as we go along? Or will it revert back to what we saw in the beginning of the game?
The Ravens making their way out. And is this a pivotal year for them? And I ask that because of this. You look at, they won Super Bowl 47, Charles, but they've missed the playoffs 3 of the last 4 years, including 8-8 a year ago.
It is a pivotal year because they are so used to being in that mix, even though they have to deal with Pittsburgh in their own division, even though they have to deal with Cincinnati in their own division. They're used to being a playoff team, but one thing has held them back, their offense. They haven't been a top 10 offense since 1997, and in the draft, they spent their first 4 picks on defense.
Second down, Flacco now. Caught left side to Crabtree. 16 yards on that one and a Raven first. Clock running, under 4 to play now as they come up on 1st and 10. Setting up to throw, Flacco. Now they set up the screen. That's complete. And some space here. The 20. And all the way in for a Ravens touchdown. Alex Collins, 49 yards. And the Ravens are in for 6. There are several elements to a well-executed screen pass. This one resulted in a touchdown. It had all of those elements.
Hey, you're so right, because you really need the rush to almost get to the quarterback, almost get to the passer. Then you've got to get the ball thrown perfectly, whether it's to the running back, the wide receiver, wherever the screen guy is. And, of course, the blocking has to form in front to get him downfield for the touchdown.
Returning it, John Ross. But for the Bengals, it was another season without a playoff win last year. They haven't won a playoff game since January of '91. That's the longest active drought in the league. But for the first time in 6 years, it was a season without a playoff appearance as they limped home last season 6-9-1.
None of us really anticipated that either. So they realized where some of their deficiencies lay. And one of them, speed outside. And they ended up drafting John Ross out of Washington, who ran a 4.22 40-yard dash at the combine, and also added a big-time back in Joe Mixon, who can run and catch with equal proficiency.
They'll drop the throw. Rush coming, and he's taken down. C.J. Mosley coming on the blitz. He gets him for a loss of 7.
Okay, you know my bias is about to come out here. A lot of people think that the offense is just moving in the wrong direction. I'd say they're moving in the right direction because the defense is pushing them back.
Former defensive guy. Now, as a quarterback, 3rd and long, you really got to rally the troops here, don't you?
Yeah, you do in a big way. And what else do you have to look out for? More pressure coming at you because it seems to be working pretty well.
Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. It's the rookie from Alabama, Marlon Humphrey. And he'll get this back to the 32-yard line. So the first interception of his career under center, and you knew it was going to happen sooner or later.
It has to. And I know he feels like the world is just tumbling down at this moment, but there's got to be some veteran somewhere, some mentor that's going to tell him, hang in there, my man. Plenty more to come. Keep firing.
Here's a first down run with Collins. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play. It'll be 2nd down. Ten yards still left on 2nd down. Play action. Flacco. Throw left side complete. It's Collins. They get 14 on that one. That's good for a Baltimore first down.
So many times you hear today's NFL described as a space game. Get your best players into space with the football in their hands. That's why sometimes you just swing it out to your runner, get him out in the flat, and let him have a chance to make people miss an open field.
They run with Collins, and they'll get him down right around the 16. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be 2nd down.
Well, they didn't get a whole lot out of that one, but I think you've got to continue to try and run and try and keep the defense honest.
You mean, or else they'll just sit back, dare you to throw it on every down?
Yeah, you get your quarterback hit a lot that way, too.
Flacco from the gun. Looking left sideline, incomplete. Crabtree, the intended receiver, and it'll bring up third down.
The positioning here is key. As a defensive back, you're taught 99% of the time, make a play on the football. But in this case, making a play on the man was all the difference. That's what forced the incompletion.
Third down, Flacco needs a decent chunk of yardage. And a quick throw here, that's complete. And he picks up the first as he's able to take it down to the 7-yard line. They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. On 1st and goal, Collins. And he's going to ball his way down to about the 1-yard line. And before this 2nd down play, we'll get a whistle, a signal, and a timeout, as they'll stop it with a tick under a minute to go before half. Offense looks to punch it in here from the 1 on 2nd and goal. And he'll get blown up behind the line of scrimmage, back at the 6. That'll go as a loss of 5. And that is going to set up 3rd and goal. Dixon, and he's going to go backward. They get him behind the line. And now the Bengal defense here calling a timeout. It's just their first, so they'll have 2 remaining here before we get to halftime. And Tucker's kick right there. It's good. And they push the lead up to a touchdown now at 10-3. It's a little bit of time left here in the 2nd quarter, but they get the field goal near the end of the 1st half to expand that lead.
Yeah, that's got to feel good, but they can't let up. Now on the kickoff, they've got to make sure they don't give up a big return or a big yardage to set up the other team for one last chance to score themselves.
A reminder that later tonight we'll see the Giants and Cowboys battle in Dallas. Seems like they're always playing in week 1. And then on Monday night, a doubleheader. Adrian Peterson, his first game with the Saints. He's already back in Minnesota to play the Vikings. And then a 10:20 start on the East Coast. It's the first game for the L.A. Chargers traveling to Denver.
A nice AFC West matchup.
They'll start here with a give to Mixon. And he's going to go backward. They get him behind the line. It's a loss of a yard there, and now 2nd down.
Well, add that play to his resume, Real, because he went to the Pro Bowl last year. That's how you go to the Pro Bowl. You make plays like that, big-time penetration, and throw people for losses.
And they can't get the long connection as it falls incomplete. So we've reached halftime here on opening week. All right, we will save the Week 1 highlights and apparently get right back to the action here in the 3rd. And getting our first update now from Nashville. And it's the Titans who are off to the early lead in that ball game. And we'll keep you abreast of how that one shakes out. This is taken at his 4. And he'll take this across the 25. Couple extra yards up to the 27-yard line. The Bengal offense now with a football first here to begin quarter number 3. They're close game, but they're going to need to do a little bit better probably here in half 2, no?
I would agree with that totally. I would guess it in the locker room. They talked about cleaning up some of the errors, but overall, I think they wanted to be positive with them. Guys, we're right there. Just not playing as well as we need to. Let's pick it up, and we still have a chance to win this game.
Yeah, they do. We'll see if they can pick it up. 12 yards that time, and a Cincinnati 1st down. Now Mixon. And that play is blown up, losing yardage back at the 35. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's 2nd down.
Sometimes with the running game, you've just got to stick with it. Look, it's the third quarter, no time to panic. But that also doesn't mean you just do it the same way you've been doing it the entire ball game. Maybe change up some blocking assignments or run a few different plays, but stay with the overall essence of the running game.
He'll drop to throw. That's taken in by the rookie, Josh Malone. And he'll take this into the end zone for a Bengal TD. A big play there. His first NFL reception goes for 6. And the Bengals are an extra point away from tying up this football game. And he'll put it through, and that evens us up at 10 apiece. So all square here in this third quarter as the kick's away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Ravens offense getting ready now for their first possession of the second half. And they had 3 points last time, but they didn't want 3 points because they were well within range of scoring a touchdown. We'll see if they can do better now.
I'm with you on that one. Let's just go ahead and be frank about the whole thing. The only one happy about the 3-point
kicker.
Exactly. He put it through the post. That's going to help him at contract time. But that offense, they're thinking, let's get in the end zone this time.
I don't know if that helped him at contract time. You could have kicked that one through.
I don't know about that.
Toe bash.
I don't know about that. Super toe.
Second down, offense behind the sticks here. 2nd and 13. Now Flacco. It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. And he's able to get up here to the 26. 4 yards on the completion, and it sets up a third down.
I think it's okay there. They didn't get a whole lot on that play, but it's nice to have a safety valve that's built like this guy. Big target, guy you can spot pretty easily. Put it on him when your other targets aren't open.
Looks like the defense in press coverage here. Flacco. And he goes out of bounds just shy of the 45. A big one there for the Ravens. It goes for 18.
And that's how you pick up a first down. Not only does he make the catch, but has enough body control to get his feet down inbounds, toe tapping and dragging to make sure he gets it done.
Fresh set of downs here. Operating out of the gun, Flacco. Got it complete to Crabtree. 18 yards on each of the last 2 plays, and they're picking up big chunks now. So here we go, 1st and 10 now. They'll run it now out of the gun. Flashed the stick skills, but didn't get a ton from it. Stopped short of the 35. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
Well, they're hoping that the second half is better for him than the first half. They've got to find a way to get him going. He's a big part of their offense.
From the gun, Flacco. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off near the 29, and his guys are going to take over at the 31-yard line. And he may want to track down that football because that's interception number 1 on his career.
You're saying that's going into the trophy case?
I'd put it there.
Yeah, no doubt about it. That's when you ask the equipment guys to make sure they hold it for you after the game. But if you play in the back 7 on defense, that's part of your job, finding ways to take the ball away from the other team.
They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. Under a heavy rush, and down he goes. C.J. Mosley. Tough to handle on that blitz. He gets him for a loss of 5. So the defense has put them in a tough spot. It's 2nd and long. They'll set up a throw. He's going to wind up and air it out. And that's caught inside the 35. And all the way in for a Cincinnati score. A big play there. His first NFL reception goes for 6. And the Bengals have taken the lead. Elsewhere, NFL scoreboard, third quarter now in Tennessee, making a full 2-touchdown lead now for the Titans. We'll keep you updated on that one as it progresses. Bullock out now to kick this one away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. Now the Baltimore offense heading back out onto the field. And there are parts of their last drive they'd like to emulate. And, of course, they'd like to forget the inning, the interception. But they did put together, Charles, a nice sustained drive to get him down the field.
Yeah, and unfortunately for them, the only thing that matters is part 2, right? Because once they threw the interception and finished off the drive, that does them no good to go back and say, well, you know, we had a good one going. Finish things off. That's the only way you can get it done.
Operating off play action, Flacco. He's going to leave this for his running back. It's complete. And he'll be brought down right at the 30 here. They'll get a couple yards on that one. And that's going to bring up a third down. Flacco. Now he's forced out left. He can run for it, and he will. And he's able to get the first before he's taken down at the 36. Maybe not exactly what they had in mind, but that scramble good for 6 and a first down. They go play action here on first down. Looking deep downfield. And that one incomplete. They try to sneak in a deep ball with the clock running down, but to no avail as time will expire on this third quarter of play. So incomplete on first. Let's see what second down has in store. Flacco looks to throw. Toward the sideline, and look at that catch. Dragging the toes, and that's going to be a first down. Well done. A big one there for the Ravens. It goes for 18. Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different. Yeah, a lot of people would call it a gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as, I can do it, so it's not that big of a deal to me, and I'm going to keep firing. First and 10 here for Flacco. And no escaping this time as he'll go down. They got him for a sack. Carl Lawson getting him once again, his third sack of the afternoon. Now Flacco. Under pressure again, and down he goes again. Geno Atkins in there to get him, and this pass rush strong now. That's sacks on back-to-back plays. Flacco and the Ravens now, after the sack, need something good here on third and long. Passing play, Flacco. Oh, he's got a little daylight. Now a hit, and Flacco drops the football. It's loose, and the Bengals grab it. And they get the football. They'll set up shop at their own 49-yard line. Now, that's a rare sight indeed, but one that their fans hope that they'll see much more of in 2017. A takeaway. Yeah, only 3 fumbles recovered last year, tied for fewest in the National Football League. Just week one, but already plenty of intrigue with the games going on, and this one no different as we come up on a 1st and 10.
Here we go. All right, now, look at 56. Look at
He'll come out throwing here on 1st down. And he's got his man on the out route. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. And the play goes for 19 yards, gives him a new set of downs. Mixon. And he will lose yardage back to the 34-yard line. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be 2nd down. Seems pretty obvious defensively a key was stopping the run game. How have they done it so successfully?
To me, it seems that these guys really did a nice job of paying attention during the scouting report meeting. And you know, Brandon, when they do those, they talk about the top plays that these guys like to run. The best runs for the top running back, those are the ones you focus on and want to take away. And they've done that pretty successfully in this game.
They'll look to throw. And incomplete there. A nice hit. Jars the ball free and brings up 3rd down.
That would have been a great catch, but it's real difficult to hold on to it because it was contested all the way. Would have been a great play if he'd been able to haul that one in.
Possibly a turning point. Big play coming. This is 3rd and long.
All right, here we go. Over.
And now whistles and a flag, and I think we got a jump here. And a movement there coming from the middle of the line.
And you understand he wants to get off the ball quickly, but the ball's right in front of him. He has to watch it move first.
One of the bigger plays in the game thus far. The crowd getting into it as we come up on a big 3rd down. Back to throw here. To the left side here for Eifert. And he'll go down here right around the 23-yard line. Given 6 on the play, and that's going to bring up a 4th down. He's been quiet today in the passing game, just his 2nd catch.
Yeah, and people have to come up with schemes to limit him, and what a lot of teams do, they'll double him, use a linebacker underneath, a safety over the top. Sometimes they'll just take a corner, maybe their 3rd corner if he's a bigger guy, and put him on a man-to-man to try and limit his touches. Just keep mixing it up, give him different angles, different looks, like a good boxer does.
They'll start the drive with Dixon. And he's able to plow forward up to about the 29, just shy of the 30. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4.
Let's talk a little football 101 here, because one of the keys to advancing the ball downfield, success on 1st down. Huge difference, as we know, between 2nd and 4 and 2nd and 8 and 9.
And he's able to take this one up to the 35-yard line. It's a pickup of 6 and good enough to move the chains. Time for a break. We'll come back for the electrifying conclusion after this. Flacco fakes the give, sets to throw. Now a desperation throw. It's caught inside the 25. A big play that time for the Ravens. And now we won't see a play on 1st down. We're going to get a timeout instead. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages. So after that big play, let's see if they can catch their defense maybe on their heels. He'll look to throw. It's caught by Crabtree. Another big gainer that time. This one goes for 19 yards. Two big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit him, but now they got to get ready. It's 1st and goal. Trying to pound it in with Dixon. And this time the yards won't come so easy as they'll, in fact, tackle him behind the line. That'll set him back with a loss of 3 on the play. And that'll bring up a 2nd and goal. Trying to punch it in with Collins. And this one will wind up with him losing yardage back to the 4-yard line. They'll lose a yard, and it brings up 3rd.
His path became similar to almost running a stretch play, didn't it? Trying to find a crease, anywhere to put his foot in the ground and cut back. It just never materialized.
They've been stuffed twice here for losses. Now it's 3rd and goal. Back to throw. That's complete right around the 8. And he'll go backwards, losing yardage to the 5. A loss of a yard, and it brings up 4th.
But that was well defended, and as a cornerback, what you're taught when you see a wide receiver screen, either you get underneath the play before the blocking forms, or you're going to have to fight your way through it by getting through some blocking. That was a really nice play there.
He's back to throw. And that is incomplete. They're turned away on 4th and goal. And defensively, that might just seal a Week 1 victory. And out now, here come the Bengals. 2 timeouts remaining defensively, but that shouldn't make much difference right here.
It really shouldn't, but a lot of coaches look at it similar to baseball with the intentional walk.
Always bringing in other sports.
Always, hey, listen, think about the intentional walk, right? What if one gets past the catcher? What if he uncorks a wild one and now you still have an opportunity? That's why they like to use them all the way through.
Room past the 20. Throwing the out route incomplete. That's Malone. A big gain there, and that should certainly be enough to put this one in the win column.
Well, how about this aggressive approach? Got the lead, 4th quarter, continuing to throw the football. Are you thinking about Super Bowl 51? Atlanta had the lead against New England, and they ended up giving it up?
I was going to say, don't say it, but you did say it.
I did, didn't I?
Yeah, anybody watching Atlanta, our apologies. And he's going to lose yardage here, back to his own 18.
One thing rookies need to learn at this level, and quick. Make a cut, be decisive, and go. Because in college, you could dance around and wait for a hole to open because you're probably a better athlete than most of the guys on the field, but not on the NFL level.
And partner, this first week, this first game that we get to call together, so special every year, Week 1. You had the flyover, the big American flag out there before the game, all the hoopla, just having football back, so special.
It is an opening day, opening game. There's just nothing like it because you really build to a crescendo. But the best part for us is that crescendo lasts for a while. Opening game here, an entire season. We get into the playoffs, to the Super Bowl. I was really excited. I could barely sleep last night. I can't imagine being a player.
So for Cincinnati, it was a hard-fought game, and they'll exit 1-0 as they win by a touchdown. And they'll get to stay put for a few days as they'll host the Houston Texans next week. Meanwhile, for the Ravens, they obviously fall to 0-1 with the defeat. And they'll try to make amends next week as they host the Cleveland Browns. That'll do it for us. For Charles Davis and all our hardworking crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. For more, find us on Twitter at EA Madden NFL. It's a win for the Bengals as we say so long from Cincinnati.